Hello everybody, it's a Sunday afternoon here. I'm in my friend Brian's studio. He's been off for a couple of months with a hip replacement, so he's asked me to teach his classes. And I've been coming in on a Friday and Saturday and teaching his classes. He should be back next week. But what he has said I can do is I can use his studio while it's damp and horrible in my studio, so I'm just taking advantage of a Sunday afternoon here, turning some pots over. I'll show you the studio now and you can see the luxury I've become to expect. Okay, this is I'm stood with my back to the door. That's all Brian's sculptures and work up there. I'll just give you a quick look at these because they are very, very nice. You can see them. Oops, tripping over chairs. Some figures, bottles. Goes right across there. There's a little kitchen corner over there. Work tables for all of his students for his own work. There's some of his sculptures that was in there. Those hands were in the cathedral exhibition. Over here we've got the glaze mixing area. It's quite good. Lots of materials. Sink. This is his big glaze firing kiln. That's quite a big one. I don't use that one because I can't work out the programmer. There's some students working the little top loading kiln there. This is a dish. I'll show you that when he's finished. It's just drying out a little bit. It's going to have feet on the bottom of it. It's a big dish. This is his biscuit kiln. There's the students' work. All across there, drying area. Some more students' work here, and these are my pots. Some quite nice ones here. I like this new bottle shape. Couple there, and they're all drying out. And what's the interesting bit here? This little tea caddy. Bottom's got to be turned on that, but they're just a work in progress then. Okay, and there's the little wheel. I'm just doing some turning, so I'll just turn this one here, and show you what we're doing. These pots of mine are that I use a tool to mark them, and I leave them slightly indented, however it ends up. That way I quite like that unevenness. But because of that, it's difficult to set them to centre them, so I have to get them centred. That'll do. And then we have to use a bit of clay. Just to hold them in place, and then hold it down with this hand and turn it. I try not to be too accurate, well, I suppose I am accurate, but I try not to be too particular about the turning the feet, and try and do it fairly quickly and immediately. They're thrown fairly quickly and with fair bit of freedom now, so I'll try and take too much time over the foot rings. It's difficult using someone else's tools. We'll find out which does the job the best. This is a coarse clay crank, but I have this tendency to want to smooth it off with my finger. It's just a habit, so I'll try not to do that. So I leave it fairly coarse. coping with this unevenness of the pot here. That'll do. Alright. Okay, right. There's a slightly better view of these bottles, they're quite nice. Okay. Right, try and get this in shot. This is a large flat, well, a large curved bowl made out of a flat piece of clay. I'm just about to put the feet in it, so I'll show you how I do it. I've scratched the surface here. It's just a ball of clay. Press it on so it sticks, and all we do is just one big thumbprint, one big thumb mark, one big thumb mark. That's 4. Here's the other one. Stick it on. Thumb that bit. Thumb that bit. Thumb that bit. Thumb that bit. Right. Thumb. 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 Oops. Again. And the last one. Thumb mark. And that's all there is. And then what we do, you can see it, I'm doing over here, is pop it on a flat surface. You see that? I'll show you. Pop it on a flat surface, feet are under there, and just give it a push down, and that's the dish. Got one over here already. I'll show you the smaller one I've done. Sorry about the wobbly camera. Here's one I did the other day. It's just got the 4 impressed feet on, nice and rough. Gives a nice bit of texture to the bottom. And that sits quite nicely there. And I made it in slump mould. This is a big slump mould there. It's a fantastic big one. And I just roll it out and lay the clay in. It should take its own form. And this one's going to go in the kiln tomorrow. And it's done. And then finally over here, some other experiments I've been doing while I've been here. There's a couple of bottles. That's one. That's made out of a mould, cut in half and joined up. And there's a small one there. That's got some different coloured clay just inlaid as I roll the slab out. And just experiments. But, show you what they're like when they're done. Okay, there we go. From the nice, warm, dry, comfortable studio here at Brian Hollands studio. I'm trying not to get too used to it because next week I'll be back in my old drafty one, but it's nice to see how the other half live. See you soon.